Hey guys, getting ready for a fuel cycle. Coach Nikki here from Savory Sweet Freedom. Hope you guys are doing great. So, our fuel cycle starts on tomorrow. Right? Tomorrow. So I was in the car and I had this granola bar box and I wrote down the things I wanted to make today when I got home. And we just got home. So I am going to make Superfood chews today, but I'm going to make them a little bit differently. I'm going to make them with Magali Weaver's modifications, kind of, to make lemon Superfood chews. These can be FP or Deep S, so you can use them in any fuel setting of the fuel cycle. And I also found out I ran out of collagen, so we're going to try to sub. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to try it. We're going to try to sub the hemp plant protein. So I'm going to make a triple batch. So hopefully they turn out, because we'll find out. Alright, so if you're watching from YouTube, like, subscribe, and hit the thumbs up or the bell so you guys can get notifications when I put new content in. So I'm going to make a triple batch of this. I just found my last bag of whey protein. And of course I literally just put an order in for more Trim Healthy Mama products last night, but did not realize that I was in fact out of collagen. So it sounds to me like I'll probably have to put another order in very soon. What, kitty? What? So, I'm going to get my measuring stuff out here because it wasn't actually as prepared as I thought it was. It's all good. So, we're going to put our whey in here. So it says 2 scoops of whey protein. 1 scoop of whey protein is 1/4 cup, so it's a 1/2 cup for this recipe here. So I'm going to triple it. So I'm going to do 3 of these bad boys. Right? 3. This one of my really nice things, and I made little labels for them so I don't get mixed up on what's what. Whey protein, and then 1/2 cup of collagen. Oh goodness, I'm going to use a lot of my plant protein here. I don't know if I want to use all of this. I might not quite add as much as this recipe calls for, just in case if it's not quite right. So here we go. The major experiment time is happening. I'm just going to do 2 scoops. Alright. Plant protein is in. Okay, so the subs that Magali Weaver makes are 2. This is very weird. Oh, instead of the cocoa powder, we're going to put in, okay, real life, folks, real life. Everything's falling. It's totally fine. So instead of the cocoa powder, we're going to use baobab. Okay. So 2 tablespoons of baobab here per batch. So I'm going to do 6 tablespoons. Okay, 6 tablespoons of baobab. And then we got to put in our gentle sweet as well. So I'm not going to use super sweet, I'm going to use gentle sweet. 4 tablespoons per batch, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then instead of doing the full thing, I'm going to add 2 packets of the lemon hydrates, okay? Because I really want to get a lot of that lemony flavor in these. So there's 1 and 2. Okay. So we're going to pulse these together. You definitely want to use a food processor for this, and if you have a big one like this, the most I would say to do in here is a batch times 4, but that's even a little sketchy, so I'm going with 3. Alright, so that should all be pulsed together nice. Oh my gosh, I am making a huge mess. I'm glad I decided to clean the house after. Okay, so then we're going to add the vanilla and the rest of our wet stuff. So I have a little bit, I have my homemade vanilla here. Homemade vanilla. We're just going to pulse this in a little bit. Good. And then we're going to use, I don't have lemon juice, so I'm going to use lime juice. Doesn't that look scary with all that sugar or sweetener dust coming out of there? Okay, so we got our vanilla, we got our lime juice, and then now we need our MCT oil. This says coconut oil. You can certainly use just regular coconut oil if you have regular coconut oil, or you can use MCT if you have MCT. So this is going to take 4 teaspoons per batch here. So I'm going to put this on low and just add all my oil. What this looks like. It's almost crumbly, so we need to add just as much water as we need essentially here, okay? So about a tablespoon per batch, because you don't want this to get wet because it's like too wet, because it's very hard to shape if you use too much water. So I'm just going to kind of watch it, and as it starts to like clump in there, then I'll stop and I know we'll be done. Test it here. Good way to test it is just to kind of grab it, and if it holds a shape, it's good. It's pretty close. Let's see what it tastes like. It's pretty good. Has a different color and consistency than normal, and that's really just because I use a hemp protein, which is no big deal. And then I'm going to take my little Perfect Petite pan, and this is something I have not tried before either. And I'm just going to try to make little like bar shapes out of these. So 1/8 of the recipe is an FP. So 8 times 3 is what? 24? Does that sound right? 8 times 3? I think that's right. Eight times 4, 16 plus 16, 32. Oh my gosh. No, I did a 3 batch, so it is 24. Okay. 16 plus 8. 24. Yeah, I'm right. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30. So if I fill this all the way, if I have one at a time, that's going to be an FP. Right? Right? Right. Right. So I'm using my little 2 tablespoon scooper, and I'm just going to kind of mash these little guys in here. So normally, another easy way to do this would just be to throw it all onto in between 2 pieces of parchment. I don't know if this is actually going to work. Let's see. This might be too much messing around. I might just go the simple way. Yeah, this is going to be too much messing around. But look at this cool little bar that it would have made if I had enough patience for it. Yeah, it's very good. So I'm just going to roll it out. So you're here with me learning lessons too, see? So I'll just roll this out here. This is going to be a mess. It's fine. Life is messy. Life is messy. Ask my kids. This actually looks like brown sugar. That's funny. So we'll get that all out of here. Yes, using a food processor is the way to go. You can use a stand mixer too. But the easiest way is to use a food processor. Okay, let's see if we can get this rolled out. You guys, it's time to laugh at me because this is probably going to be just a hot mess. It's not going to be a mess. Look, it's great. So I'm just going to form it into kind of just a lump that's all stuck together, right? First, just like this. Okay, so it's all stuck together. Like a bread loaf. And then I'm going to take another piece of cling wrap. Maybe? Yeah, I will. It's right here. Put this right over the top. And then we're just going to smoosh it out. I think I have a rolling pin someplace. Smoosh it out. And then we're going to cut it into 24 pieces so that we know each piece is an FP. Right? So you want to be cognizant of that if you're eating this in an E or FP setting. If you're eating this in deep S, you don't really care that much. You can eat as much as you want, really. I don't know. This works much better with collagen. But I think it's going to be okay. Alright. Perfect. So I have easy to cut thing here. And then pizza cutter. So this will be, this is collagen free. I don't know like why you would want to do collagen free necessarily. But I would not replace the whey with hemp protein powder because the hemp protein powder isn't like sticky like whey. So let's see if we can figure this out here. What, Luce? You need some love. We were gone all day out at my parents doing family pictures, so my cats are needing some love or treats. I don't know. You know how cats are. They're just like kids. They need treats and love all the time. Okay, so some of these are pretty big, so I'm going to cut them in half. And then we can count how many we have and see if we did it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yes, girl. Made it. Did it. So I'm just going to throw these in like a reseal, like a glass container with a lid, and just keep them in the refrigerator and grab a couple when I need snacks for lunch. What else I have on my list to make is some fat stripping frappa shake mixes, because those are FP and those will work fine in all meal types. And I'm also going to make some of those peanut butter muffins from the Trim Healthy table that are FP, so those will be good for E and FP days. You don't want to use them in deep S days because they have baking blend in them. And I'm also going to make something else. Oh, I'm going to cook up some rice so that I can have that in the fridge for easy meal day. So, okay guys, well, happy fuel cycling. Hope you've enjoyed this. And again, if you're watching from YouTube, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Alright guys, love you. Have a good time. Bye.